All right. Welcome to the Vibora Football, and today we are bringing you some breaking news. Vinicius Junior relationship with Xabi Alonso are at a breaking point. Negotiations are at a renewal with Real Madrid have been ongoing since the end of 2024, but no agreement has been made till now. So Madrid could consider selling him for around 200 million euros. This is crazy news, ladies and gentlemen. Vinicius Junior, the Brazilian, the guy with dribbles, with speed, the guy who has meant a legacy for people at Real Madrid, is considering leaving the club. So, this is a crazy thing to say because I never anticipated this. But when I checked, I found something crazy. In England, Pep Guardiola has given up on two key players in his squad in order to sign Vinicius Junior. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting, and the source is Goal Turkey. So, moving on, Vinicius Junior has had a very crazy year. So, let's let's just rewind on how he has carrying himself lately. Vinicius Junior is the guy who this season he has been very different from the Vinicius Junior we know from other seasons. I'm talking about performance wise. This last season up to now, he hasn't brought many things. Means like since he have been defeated by Rodri, let's not use the word robbed because we don't want what other people are talking about. But hey, let's say since the day Rodri beat him to his Ballon d'Or, he has not been the same. It's drama after drama. He had crazy performances. Uh we are talking about performances like where he did not get good games, good goals, poor games, drama outside the pitch, fighting, the El Clasico issue, and then now we have this statement. To be honest, I can say that these things has all affected Vinny in the sense that he has not been the guy we know him to be. So what happened exactly on the day of El Clasico? We'll be touching about everything that happened to Vinicius Junior, including this leaked conversation between him and the Brazilian model Ana Silva. So back to the point. So during the El Clasico, when they beat Barcelona 2-1 after 4 games of in an entire season of being beaten by Barcelona, so Vinicius Junior apologized for El Clasico outburst as Real Madrid. So what really happened exactly? So that day, where is it? Where can I find it? Yes, this match after in the El Clasico, Vinicius Junior, who had a good game by the way, a really good game, was substituted by Xabi Alonso. So after substituting him, he said, "Me, coach, me. It's always me. I'm leaving the team. It's better that I leave again. I'm leaving the team." Mm-hmm. Which brings this part of Pep Guardiola. Is it possible that had uh he has had offers from England? Then Xabi Alonso said, "Come on, Vinny, damn it." Then Vinicius Junior said, "Fuck it." He just went into the dressing room. He did not even sit with the people, and as you can see, Mr. Xabi Alonso, he was really pissed about this situation. So days passed, and Vinny issued this statement. He apologized, first of all. Let's see the apology. He apologized to his teammate and said, "Today I want to apologize to all the Madridistas for my reaction when I was substituted in the El Clasico. Just as I have already done in person during the today's training, I also want to apologize again to my teammates, the club, and the president." Where is Xabi Alonso? So he apologized to the teammates, to the fans, teammates, club, and the president. What about the coach that he offended? And then his excuse was, "I'm not, by either way, I'm not crucifying him. I'm saying sometimes the passion gets the best of me. And because of that, all I always want is to help my team and win. My competitive character stems from the love I feel for this club and everything it represents, really. Again, not judging. So he said, I promise to keep fighting every second for this team. And then he say, as I had since the first day. So he apologized for everyone, but not Xabi Alonso. Though we received some other news around here. Where did I see it? He said, it's here. Xabi Alonso said Vinicius Junior will not be punished. The matter is closed. He was impeccable in his speech in front of us. After this apology, he they said, "Yo, I forgive the guy. He has been doing a good job, so yeah, I'm gonna forgive him." So they went on. It was not easy, but yeah, it was all smiles and everything. You can see them; they are smiling right here, enjoying each other company. So they really did a good job. And then he apologized. After apologizing, now they had a match in the weekend. I don't remember is that match where they beat a team, but then Vinicius Junior missed a penalty. Yeah, this is the penalty that he missed, and as you can see, Sabi Alonso was not that much impressed. To be honest, he wasn't that much impressed, even though he missed that penalty. So this is why people are saying, "Yo, Sabi Alonso is not impressed by this Vini penalty, and probably he is not really going to say, hey, this thing and this thing. So let's leave it like this, right?" Again, this might be my own speculation. Who knows? So what happened is this: Vini goes, and then he plays against Liverpool. The match was this weekend. But before the apology, after the apology, many people have spoken. Carlo Ancelotti said, "I spoke with Vinicius Junior about his reaction in El Clasico. I told him what I thought, which was that he made a mistake. He understood his mistake, apologized, and I think the issue is resolved." Once again, Carlo Ancelotti is one of the people who really loved Vinicius Junior, and under his management, we really got to see who Vinicius Junior is really. How is he doing, and how strong this guy was. He is the guy who developed him. So they went on and they said, okay, then Wilson also was asked, Vinny, to be honest, sometimes you guys in the press exaggerate things for no reason, for things that aren't really important. So this is Dean Wilson, who was definitely defending his teammate. Arsene Wenger also said, I'm not completely convinced that the future of Vinicius Jr. will be at Real Madrid. So back again in England, Pep Guardiola smiles and call him and say, "Hey, yo, what you did was not cool. You apologize to your coach, and you know that you made a mistake, right?" So homie said, "Yeah, that's good." Then there is this news of Pep Guardiola, which is really still disturbing me. And they said Real Madrid. This is another source of information. Central Goals. They said Real Madrid have decided to sell Vinicius Junior next summer after his reaction to being successful. I don't think this is true of the reaction, but I think it's to the fact that he is lacking in this Alonso era. Is I don't know. We said about it. We talked about it. How Vini and Mbappe were still last season. How it was being a big problem for both of them, and the way they were not putting things. Let's say Vinicius Junior said he is blaming the tactics of lack of attacking football. According to the sources at Real Madrid, the player feels bored when playing in the current setup. So is it true? Maybe. So everyone is talking about this. Real Madrid have decided to sell the 20. By the way, this brother is 25. I thought he was like, 27, 29 or something. Anyways, moving on. So they say they have decided to sell him because of this reaction. I don't believe it's true, but hey, yeah, this is what I was saying. He Carlo Ancelotti is like a father to Vinicius Junior. So we can say that. And that the way this is someone, Marcos Benito, legendary journalist, who say that Vinicius Junior staying at Real Madrid next season is very, very difficult. They are Premier League clubs. I can say Premier League clubs interested, and the player would like to be sold to give money to Real Madrid than staying and leaving for a free a year later. So I don't think this is legit news, or if it is legit news, then it's not possible. The match against Liverpool, he was not himself. People are saying please Haaland Vinicius with Haaland, but hey, how is Haaland going to play with Mbappe? They're playing Mbappe as a striker. Are they going to put Mbappe as at the left wing? Well, let's see. Let's see if it's possible. Someone saying, this one said, Osimhen to Madrid, Mbappe plays left wing, and Osimhen plays as a striker. I don't think this is happening with the news that we heard that Osimhen is going to Barcelona. That's the news that we heard, but we are not sure also about Victor Osimhen. By the way, let's go back. The obvious options here are, someone said selling Savinho and Doku will bring 150, then Manchester City can add $50 million, sorry, 50 million euros to bring in Vinicius Junior for 200. So Manchester City, they have Bob, they have Holden, and just Vinicius Junior and Marmoush and Echeverri for the left wing, with Haaland playing as their striker. I see this as a dangerous formation. To be honest, someone said a good thing here. He said the only teams in England which are able to buy. I saw someone talk about it here. He said the only teams in England which are able to buy him uh, are two teams, for Manchester City or uh, we Liverpool on a good day. But for Liverpool, it's really not possible. Someone said put Mbappe left and Gonzalo Garcia Hendrick to number 9, Rodrigo to right again. Behind them are Dagula, Valverde, Tchouameni, Bellingham as a trio in the middle, Dent as a deep playmaker from, and watch this team flourish. Okay, but he's saying if Vinicius Junior. So it I say that Pep Guardiola is probably not doing this, but if he was teams and in front, because before the Ballon d'Or, Vinicius Junior was on a top level. Now this season, this brother has reduced his level on a massive level. He has reduced this season on a very big, massive level. So let's be honest, if Alonso doesn't walk, someone packing their bags. That means if Alonso stays in the team, definitely some players are going to be sacked. We are talking about players who are not being productive to the team. And if Vini is the one heading out, only two English clubs can afford him. That's Manchester City or Liverpool on a good day. On a good day, I must say on a good day. Liverpool have bought Ekitike, they have bought Florian Reeds, they have brought Alexander Isaac, who is yet to perform for them. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe we're going to have another conversation about Alexander Isaac and Florian for them. So I don't even whisper Arsenal. We only do smart business these days, huh? So he also sent a banter. He said Spurs can't even afford his haircut. So this is really funny. People say in the Premier League, someone said, "Wow, I didn't see this coming." If any match against Liverpool, we can say, "Yo, it was not easy," but again, it's it was not easy. Well, this is another story that we're going to touch, but let's stick to this. So he has had a very difficult progress after the Ballon d'Or. Let's hope something changes for the whole team. And apart from that, also remember the saga of Vinicius Junior last month when a leaked conversation between Brazilian model Ana Silva and Vinicius Junior. So Vinicius Junior asked for well, what's a way to say this in a very appropriate way that YouTube doesn't ban us? He asked for spicy video, and Ana Silva's audio said, I'm not the kind of woman who is going to send you videos when you think to deserve them. You talk to me when you want and ask me a video. It will be easier for you to subscribe to my. I'm not saying this. It will be easier to subscribe to my what? Or go to a. Oh my goodness. Because for me, it's just maniacal. Really, you are so egocentric. So Vinicius Junior response said, sorry, baby, I understand. I understand you perfectly. My bad. We started off on the wrong foot, and I hope things get better. Respect always. He well, if you see the actual screenshot here, the girl was saying disculpa. So yeah. Oh no, this is Vinny by the way. Yeah, this is video. Oh my goodness, let's remove this. So by the way, if you don't know about this lady, I also don't know about this, but I don't know if this would be. Yes, Ana Silva, he made a spicy claims about Vinny Jr. and oh my goodness, Vinicius doesn't like anything about anything. But he was sending me photos of, oh Lord, we are not going to touch this. This is beyond us. So he has had a crazy bad situation, and for him, like missing this penalty and the El Clasico thing and being out of form, this might be prompting them to say, hey, this guy is not more productive. He's having scandals with the team and outside the team with these Brazilian influencers. So it might be time to get rid of him. So if they got rid of him for 200, a bad price, it's a good bargain. That's good for them. That's really good. So moving on. Today we have so many great news. Cristiano Ronaldo said, for me, it's more easy to score goals in Spain, in La Liga, than to score in Saudi Arabia. So Cristiano Ronaldo has done what? He has done an interview recently and he said, yo, for me, it's easy to score goals in in an interview with Piers Morgan, of course. He said, it means easy to score goals in Spain than in La Liga, than in Saudi. Is it true? So, chat, tell me if it's true, but I don't think so. Second thing, he said when he was talking with Piers Morgan, he said, how many World Cups did Argentina win before Messi? Two. So he said they used to win big competition. If Portugal win the World Cup, will be the shock of the world. Yes. So once again, this was predicted. By the way, we knew that this would happen. He would talk about Lionel Messi. He will talk about how the World Cup is an easy competition. He will talk about how Saudi Arabia is better than the Premier Leagues and Spain. He started saying Saudi is better than Ligue 1 from France. He said Saudi is better than Premier League. Now he said Saudi is better than La Liga. I don't know when it's going to stop. 40 years old, by the way. Well, he said winning the World Cup is not a dream. People say Cristiano Ronaldo will be the greatest if he wins the World Cup. I don't agree. I won 3 titles with Portugal already. Won nothing before those 3 titles. So he told them. So for him, winning a league nation and the Euro is enough for him. Maybe it's true for him. So he said, "We'll fight to but again he contradicted himself. He said, "We'll fight to win the World Cup, of course, but it will not define me at all. One competition with 6 or 7 games, it's not fair." So he's saying 6 or 7 games are easy, so for him it's not enough. And then he said, why they don't count the Saudi League goals for the Golden Boot? Why? Then he said, ask the other players how difficult it is to play here in Saudi. Maybe they think I say that for my own reason, but ask the others. So, do you really think playing in Saudi Arabia is difficult and scoring goals over there is difficult than playing in La Liga? Come on. I don't think so. He also said Saudi league is much better than Portuguese league and also better than Ligue 1 and is only PSG. We have said about it. He also said it's better than La Liga. Next thing you know, he's going to say it's better than Premier League. Let's watch and find. He also said, Cristiano Ronaldo said, when people talk about Saudi League, they have never been there. They don't know what it means to run with 40 degrees. I absolutely understand, but then do they have, let me do they don't they have AC, air conditioners, over there in Saudi League? Let's find out. Do they have, okay, let me play something. Mhm. Saudi Pro League stadiums. Let's see what they say. So, Saudi Pro League stadiums, especially new ones, are equipped with air conditioning to handle. So, here's the answer. Saudi Pro League's stadiums, especially new ones, are equipped with air conditioning to handle the heat for both players and the fans, while all the small venues may rely on natural ventilation or other cooling method. So, probably this is what he's talking about, where he said some of the um some of the stadiums don't have air conditioning, so the heat is crazy, 40 degrees. And I do understand he's 40 years old playing under 40 degrees. It's extremely difficult, but hey, come on, man. Even if it's heat, that place, the competition in other leagues is crazy. You cannot compare Saudi League to La Liga. So the team of the week in the Champions League is we have Mikel Merino from Arsenal, we have Phil Foden from City. We have Osimhen. Foden, by the way, who's coming back after a very sloppy season that he had last season. We hope he comes back. He's still young. He has so much more to contribute. He this. So we have Maza McAllister, Zapacosta, and Forbes. We have Carl Augusto, coach, Lucasen, and Neuer. Neuer back on this list. It was not on my bingo list. Moving on back to Cristiano Ronaldo, he said, if I played in the Premier League now, I would score the same goals. Does it mean that playing in the Premier League means it's the same way as playing in Saudi Arabia? It's easy? Is it not easy? What is going on? Let's still find out. Scored more goals since turning 30 than before. You can always improve. Many players think they have to slow down after 30. Many people criticize me, but they don't know nothing. So, as we predicted, by the way, the bingo list was, I think I have it somewhere around here. Let's see. I might have it somewhere around here where, all right, we'll continue about it later. Where they say that this guy might talk about Messi, how the World Cup is irrelevant, how Saudi Pro League is Premier League, so that he can redeem his career. Also, after sacking this John Heitinga, they um they want to bring Eric Ten Hag back. He can go there, rebuild. That's where his football excelled the most. So Phil Foden wins UCL Player of the Week award by UEFA for the match day 4. We have Phil Foden. He is the player of the week. Number 2, Osimhen. Number 3, Carlos Forbes. And number 4, Mikel Amorim on Cristiano Ronaldo's award. So Cristiano Ronaldo has supported Ruben Amorim, saying that he is the perfect redeemer for Manchester United. Manchester United, which is in good days, by the way, trying to resuscitate themselves from the pitch or the dark place that they are in right now. They might be coming back. So Cristiano Ronaldo said he's the and Ruben Amorim said he said Cristiano knows he has a huge impact on everything he says. We know as a club we made a lot of mistakes in the past. We are trying to change. Let's not focus on what happened. We need to focus on the future. So he's fellow guy, Portuguese guy, but these words are saying for Cristiano Ronaldo to be saying those kind of things, well, you can see that. So we can see also in other news, or many will be out until beginning of December with a semi-tendinous muscle injury. In Isma will be hailed in March, though that's 4 months from now. And we have covered that Helting has been sacked, is known. Tony Cruz said the red to Diaz, it's clear to me. It's not a red. That's last night. The referee let Hakimi's injury influence too much the evaluation of the play. If Hakimi got up after the action, no one would have checked the play. So yes, the match we saw the league and everything. From now on, Premier League clubs will no longer for global issues unrelated to football. They admit that the gestures such as the minutes of central lighting of Wembley Arc have been used too often and lost all impact. While this is very true, so no 1 minute for global issues. By the way, this takes everything that we know that we have been talking about, like keep politics away from sports. Keep politics away from sports. So enough with the yapping of today. I've given you news about Vinicius Junior and Xabi Alonso. Vinicius, who might walk out of the club for 200 millions. I've given you Pep, who's interested in Vinicius Junior, and he rather go out of the club for $200 million. Let's see if who how many players will uh how many players will Pep Guardiola sacrifice if they're really serious about getting Vinicius Junior, and also let's see how many goals he can score in the Premier League if he does really go there, and what will be the future of Real Madrid. But I don't worry about the future of Real Madrid because I do think that they have enough players, have enough substitutes, and they have many young players who are not playing, by the way. So that's really a possibility. We have talked about Cristiano Ronaldo. This interview is probably going to make a lot of noise on the internet, and yeah, that's it. That's everything. He said it's easy to score in Spain than in La Liga than to score in Saudi. He also said it's if he played in the Premier League right now, he will be still there. So that's all about football for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I really apologize. We are just starting with these lives. We'll be bringing you more of these lives lately about breaking news and everything that is happening. So tune up to the channel